Hi everyone, it's Charity here. So I've had a lot of people ask me if it's possible to study in Europe for free as a non-EU, EEA or Switzerland citizen. The answer to that question is yes, you can. There are a few countries left in Europe where you can study for free. This means you don't pay any tuition fee and all you need to cater for is your living expenses. So what I'm going to do, I would provide you a PowerPoint slide with these countries. There are about 5 of them. They range from the countries where you pay no tuition fee to the countries where you have to pay a small amount of fee, which is very cheap when you consider how expensive it is to study in other countries. So just bear with me on the next slide. I would provide you with these information. Thank you and stay tuned.
Hey guys, so I've got my slides and I'm gonna give you a rundown of the countries in Europe where you can still study for free or almost free. On the very first slide, we've got Norway. So Norway is actually the only country in Europe where you can study a master's degree in English completely free. So the pros about Norway is that you don't pay any tuition fee. That's really brilliant, and there's no admin fee. But the con about this place is Norway is very expensive to live in. So the average living cost in Norway is about $2,500 a month. That's really high. And if you don't mind paying this amount, then this is the best place to be because you're gonna have a very great quality of life. So if you can afford to pay $2,500 a month for your living expenses, such as your house rent, your feeding, your your eating, your transportation, then just go ahead and try to get admission to study in Norway. They've got some very fantastic universities where international students can study a master's degree. So the very next slide is for Czech. So this country, there is no tuition fee. You don't pay any admin fees, and it's very cheap to live in this country. It's so cheap. And the average living cost to live in Czech is about $500 a month. But there's a catch to this place. If you do study a master's degree in Czech, you need to know how to speak the language. So if you do fancy learning a new language, then you by all means just travel all the way to Czech, and you wouldn't have to pay a dime to study in Czech. All you'd have to cater for would be your living expenses. And they've got good universities as well, and the country is so brilliant, and they've got good people and good food, and it's a nice place to be. So the next country on my list would be Germany. It has to be on the list anyway. So Germany is a nice place to do a master's degree or even an undergraduate degree as an international student. So the pros about studying in Germany is that you don't pay any tuition fee, and another good thing about this country is that the cost of living is quite it's okay. It's not too expensive. You can expect to pay around $900 a month. So that's just an average. It depends on how frugal you are. You might end up paying less or more. Okay. But the con about studying in Germany is that you need to pay an administration fee every semester. So the price you pay depends on the university you study in Germany. So it might range from $50 to $250. It just depends on where you gain admission. So you need to check all this information. You need to check this information before you apply and accept your admission if you do choose to study in Germany. And they've got some really good universities. Please do be aware that when you decide to choose a university, then you choose a public one because they are the ones that are free. Most of the private schools in Europe, you have to pay fees. It's exactly the same for their own citizens. Okay, so the next country on my list is Iceland. So the pros about Iceland is you don't pay any tuition fee, just like Germany, but the con about it is you have to pay an administration fee every year. So annually, depending on where you're studying in the country, you must pay between 550 and 655. Sorry, you must pay up to $655 every year of your study if you decide to study a course in Iceland. And Iceland is not too expensive to live in. It is quite a fair place to live in. So it also depends on how frugal you are in this country. Actually, even anywhere you are, if you like to live a large life, then you're gonna end up spending more. So it depends on how frugal you are. That's gonna determine your living expenses in any country you decide to go to. So, and there are very good universities for international students in Iceland as well. And the very last country on my list will be Austria. So Austria is on this list because the cost of that tuition is quite low compared to other countries in other countries in Europe where you have to pay tuition fees. So the fees you pay in Austria is about $800 per semester. So if you this is really low, because if you're in the UK, you end up paying around £14,000, so that would be around maybe $16,000 or $17,000 a year for a master's degree. So this is really quite low for studying in Europe. So it's also quite cheap to study. Sorry, it's also quite cheap to live in Austria. It's not an expensive place to live. It's around $900 for your expenses, everything. So if you also decide to live in student accommodation, which is provided for by the schools, you end up saving more because it's a lot cheaper than going to rent outside the school premises. So they've also got very fantastic universities for international students. So do have a look, and if you really want to study in Europe, like I said, you would definitely get free places. Just try your best to see if you can get admission in one of these countries, just to save yourself some money, and and maybe get a better life for yourself. So if there's any way I can help you out, maybe if you got any questions or if you need further explanations, just do let me know. Leave a comment and I'll try to give you as much information as I can. Okay, thank you for watching, and do try to subscribe, because in my next video I would be telling you how much it costs to study in the UK, just in case you want to know or you'd like the information. Okay, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.